Welcome to Late Night Stocks. Elon Musk made a poll in Twitter whether he should sell its shares or not. They said yes, and he sold it. Tesla stock is now down 20%. Rivian Automotive, backed by Amazon and Ford, made its IPO, and it is 30% up already. Nio stock was down all year, now it is 20% up from its bottom. Will Tesla stock keep dropping? Rivian stock will go to $200 or should we wait? Bull run of Nio stock is keep running? Or is it only because Tesla? I will answer all these questions and will give you some entry points for this stock. Don't forget to give a like and put your comments down below to boost this valuable video. Let's start with Tesla stock. Tesla stock is now at $1,033 and it is at more than $1 trillion market cap. The stock price hit $1,043 all-time high on the 4th of November. Then we had a huge decline. What was the main reason? I'm sure you all know it. Elon Musk made a poll in Twitter and he said, "Much is made lately of unrealized gains being a means of tax avoidance. So I propose selling 10% of my Tesla stock." 3.5 million voted and 57% said yes. And Elon Musk added that he will follow the results of the poll, and he added, "I don't take a cash salary or bonus from anywhere. I only have stock. Thus, the only way for me to pay taxes personally is to sell stock." I'm sure he has some cash flow running, but he sold the shares afterwards and made around $28 billion before taxes. We knew that Tesla stock was overvalued with more than $1 trillion market cap. If you compare Tesla with other companies having more than $1 trillion market cap, Tesla has the least revenue. The stock price was at $1,200 on the 5th of November, and he made this poll at the 6th of November on Saturday. We had around 8% decline to $1,160. I was actually surprised. I was expecting more drop, and it came with a 1-day delay. Then we had a huge drop to $1,045. Now people are asking if we should buy the stock from these levels. They are thinking, okay, it will go back to $1,200. We can have a 20% gain. I wouldn't buy from here. Although they are performing really well with 240,000 deliveries quarterly, which means almost 1 million deliveries per year, they are really overvalued at the moment. Even Elon Musk sell its shares. I think this drop will not suddenly stop. We may come to first $950 levels and next $900 levels, but I wouldn't buy from here to reach 1,200. Although they perform really well in these chip shortage conditions, I find it really risky. I was bullish on Tesla, like last year I bought the stock around $150 levels and made a huge gain, but at this point there's no point to catch this rally. A lot of people are holding this Tesla stock with a huge profit and they can realize their gains. Let me know in the comments, would you buy Tesla stock from here? And you shouldn't forget that there is a huge competition and new rivals are going in the industry. One of them is Rivian. Let's continue with Rivian stock. Rivian made its IPO on 10th of November and entered the market with $100 stock price. Now it is at $130 stock price and it continues its bullish run. Should you buy Rivian from here? You can say it is backed by Amazon and Ford and it has a huge capital support. But we shouldn't forget the rivals and the challenges for the automotive production ramp up. They are entering the market with a light pickup truck. It is starting from $67,000 with a 314 miles range. But we shouldn't forget also the rivals in this industry. For example, Ford F-Series is selling 780,000 vehicles in 2020. There is also Chevrolet and GMC and Toyota. Of course, there is a huge demand, but you need to fulfill also the customer requirements. Will this vehicle beat the competitors in terms of price and quality? They also say that they will have their own charging stations, so they will need to make a lot of investments to bring these charging stations, but they don't have yet. Why should you buy Rivian if there's no charging stations? They're also entering the market with an SUV starting at $70,000 with a 360 miles range, which is a competitive for Tesla Model Y. Can they keep up with the performance? For example, Tesla Model Y has 369 miles range compared to 300 miles of Rivian. When people are deciding whether they should buy Tesla or Rivian, they will definitely look at this miles range. There's also third one, a van model, which is not in the website, but it's already in the news. The first 10,000 Rivian Amazon delivery vans, we will begin to see them at the end of 2022. As part of a long-term contract with Amazon, Rivian has agreed to produce 100,000 units by 2030. Ford has 12% and Amazon has 20% ownership in this company. And this brings advantages. 100,000 units guaranteed delivery is very important for the company in terms of cash flow. For example, Canoo has similar part of vans for delivery purposes, but they are not backed by Amazon. So they are suffering in terms of deliveries and cash flow. The stock price was at $10 per share and they made first their IPO, and with a hype they reached $20. But as we see in other IPO companies, hype ended and they dropped 60% from the top. That is why we need to be careful with the IPO companies. When hype ends, we can drop below IPO levels. Let's make some fundamental analysis for Rivian stock to calculate target price. Rivian companies didn't provide us any outlook for the production ramp up, so we need to make assumptions here. So if they deliver 500,000 vehicles in 2025, with $50,000 revenue per vehicle, they can reach $25 billion revenue in 2025. With 25% gross profit margin, Tesla has 30%, but let's be cautious, they can reach $6.3 billion gross profit. After other expenses and tax, they can reach $2.1 billion net profit. And if we take the P ratio 100, because they're a high growth company, they can reach $206 billion revenue, which corresponds to $240 stock price. But reaching 500,000 vehicles is not easy. To give you an example, I put here Tesla deliveries and Nio deliveries over the years. For example, Tesla delivered 22,000 vehicles in 2013, and it took them 5 years to reach 100,000 vehicles. But next 5 years were easier, and they reached 1 million vehicle delivery in 2021. If you have a look at the Nio deliveries, they delivered 12,000 vehicles in 2018, and after 4 years they reached 170,000 vehicles. 2025 is 4 years from now, so we need to be cautious about it. 500,000 vehicles is a very bullish case. So if we take 300,000 vehicles, then we get $145 stock price target. Let me know in the comments what is your price target for Rivian. Did you buy the stock already? Let's continue with Nio stock. Nio stock is now at $42 stock price with a $70 billion market cap. Past 1 month was really good for Nio. The stock price has risen from $35 to $43. The latest news from Nio was not that good actually. The main reason they increased was because of Tesla, I think. For example, people buy automotive ETF where Tesla and Nio is included. When Tesla stock increases, Nio increases with it as well. Past 1 month was really positive for Tesla, and it affected Nio, I think. Another reason I am not bullish on Nio is profitability. Nio's path to profitability hits the brakes. Revenues of Nio continues to increase, but also the costs. They were on a good track delivering 10,000 vehicles in September, and they said they increased the capacity to 20,000 vehicles per month. But in October, opposite happened. The company delivered a much smaller than expected 3,600 vehicles compared to 10,000 last month, as production was impacted by the expansion work. As I mentioned in the Rivian stock analysis, production ramp up is never easy, so it is a step back from the company. In the second quarter results, the company announced $79 million net loss, and people were really optimistic about the profitability of the company. But in the third quarter, it went up to $113 million loss. Although revenue was up, net loss was increased as well. So Nio is like an aggressive bet. The positive side of Nio is that they don't only sell in China, but also in Norway and Germany. With $70 billion market cap, do they still have some upside potential? If we deep dive into details of Q3 earnings, vehicle margin is key for automotive companies. For example, Tesla has 30% gross profit margin. When we look at the Nio, 20% vehicle margin dropped to 18% quarter over quarter, which is a really negative signal. They have a $7.3 billion cash, so we shouldn't be worrying about the stock offering. So they had a huge hit in terms of production ramp up. They decreased their gross profit margin. Should you buy the Nio stock now? If we look at the stock price, we are in a downtrend since the beginning of the 2021. As you see, we see the lower highs and we keep dropping. We bounced back from this $33 levels and we came to $43 resistance level. Maybe in a couple of weeks we may even go up to $46 level, but there's a huge resistance line here. So if you ask, should you buy Nio from here? I wouldn't. If I had some shares of Nio, I would take my profits around $46-50. We will not see the profitability next 2-3 years, and there's a huge competition in EV industry. Let me know in the comments down below, are you bullish on Nio? Do you have some Nio shares? Would you sell them at $46? Or would you wait until $60-90? This is not investment advice. Please do your own research. Don't forget to like and put your opinions in the comment down below so that we can push this valuable video. See you in the next videos.